and from the humanitarian aid to the people stranded in Gaza to the educational file, where 28 Egyptian universities were included in Shanghai classification of scientific specialization. Dr. Ayman Ashur, Minister of Higher Education and Scientific Research, announced the publication of the results of the Shanghai classification of scientific specialties for year 2023, where 28 Egyptian universities were included in this classification, which includes a ranking of the best 5,000 universities in the world. This classification witnessed the emergence of Egyptian universities in 5 basic specializations. These are natural science, life science, medical science, engineering science, social science, and various subspecialties. The minister explained that Egyptian universities achieved new progress in this year's results, stressing the interest of the Ministry of Higher Education and Scientific Research in improving the ranking of Egyptian universities and research institutions in international classification. Welcome back, and with us live over the phone is Her Excellency Dr. Nadia Zakhary, former Minister of Scientific Research. Good evening, Dr. Zakhary.
Good evening, dear.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
We are talking about the importance of choosing a number of Egyptian universities in the Shanghai Index. How important is this?
Of course, the more we are in the Shanghai rating, the more we can be a hub for the scientific research or education in our areas, either in the MENA region or wherever, because nobody will come from another country and study in our country except if we are ranked, if we have ranked universities. So getting a 21 universities being ranked and in some specialities, this is very good for us. And you know, this depends on the ratio between the professors and the students, on the innovation done by the university, on the scientific research which is published in international journals, the Q1 journals, which are the highest ranking journals, on how much do we benefit from scientific research. There are many pillars, and also the budget which is allocated for education and scientific research. So many pillars were improved, and the result was getting 28 universities to be ranked among the world.
Right. Dr. Zakhary, what are the principles on which those universities are selected, are ranked?
There are, as I told you, there are many pillars. The first thing is the subject they give. Of course, it must be accredited. The ratio between the professors to the students in these universities. The scientific research, it is well qualified or not, and this means that the scientific research is published in Q1 journals, Q1 international journals. This means that the whole world knows what I'm doing in scientific research, and they benefit from it, and they take our results as references for them. Also, how much do we benefit from the scientific research, how much does it give to the GDP of the country, and in another way around, how much does the country give from the GDP to the education, and how good does these universities benefit from this budget?
Right. Of course, it is very noticeably or noticed that very obvious that the number of Egyptian universities chosen or selected is on the rise this year. It is escalating, touch wood. So, how do you justify the reasons? Are we working much harder? There is significant progress in the field of scientific research. Are we working that hard? How are you observing that?
This is one point. The other point is that more budget is allocated for these universities. Another thing is that now the universities are cooperating with other universities abroad. We are trying always to publish our scientific research in international journals, not in national journals, because when we publish in international journals, our rank increased. That's why you can see that some of these universities, they are not only among the 28 universities, but in some specialities, we are good in the specialty of cancer, in the specialty of chemistry, in the specialty of biotechnology. So this in pharmacy, in engineering, so this depends on the field of study of these universities. It's not only universities as a whole, but the faculties in special and the specialities in these faculties. Everything has its own rank. Another thing is now we are not, there are the first, the second, third, and the fourth generation for the universities. Long ago, all the universities were of the first generation, only giving lectures for the students, and the students are graduated. After that, it became not only lectures, but scientific research. After that, it's innovation. After that, it's how it's the transfer of the technology, of the innovation to the industry and to the agriculture and to the country to benefit from. So we are now escalating from first to second to third generation, and few universities are among the fourth generation.
Right. It is with pride that Egypt is witnessing an emergence or rising 5 basic specializations in the educational field: the natural science, the life science, the medical science, engineering science, and social science. Those 5 domains are dominant worldwide, and they are the language of the future, given the fact of the climate change issues and environmental issues, the ecosystem, and preserving the biological balance and everything. These are the issues of the future, or the talk of the future.
You are right, 100%. And let me say that it's not only a matter of engineering, medicine, pharmacy, chemistry, no, but the social science are very important, because through the social science I can know how to let people, I want to say, they behave the environment, they care for it, they look how can we save our environment. This is not only a scientific field, it's social field as well. That's why, as you said, the social researches are very important.
Those 5 majors, or those 5 subjects, or those let me call them specializations in the universities.
Yes.
Does that reflect a new level of awareness amongst Egyptian citizens that they're looking forward to upgrade their environmental education, scientific research?
It reflects 2 things. It reflects that we now respect more the social researches, and another thing, that we are translating the social researches, because the world wide didn't know what we are doing in social researches. But now many publishers and many professors try to translate their social research to publish it in international journals. Long ago, they didn't translate it. That's why the worldwide did not realize what we are doing in social sciences. It's not like medicine, not like pharmacy, like chemistry. All these researches are in English. That's why they are known worldwide. But the social, it is very new, and I'm proud of that. I'm happy for this step.
Of course, it's outstanding, rising, promising escalation. But also, let me just set a fact, reminding all of us that even prior to those specializations, the whole world has been receiving renowned scientists in the field of scientific research, field of medicine, in the field of astronomy. In most prominent fields, Egyptian scientists are the most renowned and prominent. So does that mean, with these specializations, that Egypt is going to introduce to the whole world new specializations, new Egyptian youthful scientists to the world? What type of scientists is Egypt going to introduce to the world?
Egypt is introducing scientists in each category that you have mentioned now. But what I want to say is that we are arising in the quality of research. It's not only giving the word that we didn't make any new specialization, but we are improving and developing the specialization that we had before. We are trying to make some researches that are more advanced, not only copied and repeating researches. No, we are making new researches, and new scientific aspects have been added to the research.
Right. On that note, of course, that's that positive note. Dr. Nadia Zakhary, you are former Minister for Scientific Research. Would like to thank you so much. Thank you for talking to Cairo Local Time. And by this, we come to the end of this edition of Cairo Local Time. Many thanks to all of you. Until we see you again tomorrow, that's a goodbye.